Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena.
I'm Lola.
And we're watching Sopranos.
Oh my god, season finale.
What a sad moment
season
now.
finale.
Oh my god, season finale. But like at the same time, after this, we're not gonna watch Sopranos in some time, maybe. Like a week.
Is that sometime I was like, what? I mean, sure, we don't have to for a week, but like I'm sure we will. I'm sure we're watching like 3 days.
I completely agree with you. So, we should. But
so
like,
the whole point was there's no point till morning.
But no, but like this was a perfect day, you know?
Was.
So like one is gonna come
repeat.
And yes, I wanna repeat.
Are we being held hostage? We can just do we can make this happen. We are our own bosses. We can just like make another day we would just watch Sopranos.
But somehow we don't do that. We're not good with organizing.
Well, things, then you don't want it bad enough.
That's not the truth.
Aww.
That's not the truth. That's a mistake. Do you not like it? I made her Chocolino coffee. It's like Nespresso, but like it's not very nice.
What would you mean?
Well, I don't want to throw it. Like, I want to spend it.
I was like, yes, make me a coffee. She's like, I'm going to make you chocolate. I was like, I don't want chocolate. Well, I have to spend it. I don't want it.
Well, what do you want me to do? Like, just throw it in the trash?
It's not my problem that you bought it.
We need to drink it. I have like 2 packs. I hope in this episode it's going to be very easy for discussion. You know? Like, it's not going to be like the previous one.
This is season finale. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm wondering if Junior's gonna die in this episode.
Oh my god, I don't know.
We should do things like that. Like, we should bet, you know? Like bets, like money. Like with each other.
Why would we?
To make it more interesting. You know, like...
It's not interesting enough?
Like, I give you, like, $10 if Junior's gonna die. And we put $10 if Junior's gonna die. I say yes, you say no, and then... The winner gets the prize, which is 20. Why are you doing that?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I think you should think about what you just said.
And
why would we do that?
I don't know.
I don't care that much if the answer does not die. For me to put money on it.
But do you think Julia's gonna die?
I don't know.
Let's do percentage-wise.
I don't know. I don't know, because like I don't know if this one is gonna be, you know, about Tony like getting confirmation that it is Junior, and then like.
But it's a finale.
Yeah, but like I don't know if you can just like kill the boss. You know, he's the boss.
I feel like he could kill the boss.
I don't know. I feel maybe there's like rules that you cannot. Wouldn't that be like?
Not if the boss.
Well, like if someone can kill someone under. The boss couldn't he? So like maybe there's a problem with. I mean, the first problem is how does he even?
You know what I mean? Like Tony and his people. How many?
Yes, on paper.
Then he's not really a boss.
Yeah, but like on paper,
nobody cares.
Well, I guess.
You know, like if he's boss to 10 groups like Tony, then fine. I can't wait. Guys, let's cut the intro short. Let's not continue because like I was about to say, I can't wait for Tony and Melfi to have a conversation and I can't wait to see Carmela. We all know. Like literally we all fucking know.
And clearly,
like I have nothing to talk more about. We just talked in the review.
Yeah. And we can feel a bad intro coming as well. And this was one of them.
One of the worst.
Yeah. So let's just play the episode.
Jenny Cusimano. Is it Janice?
No, but like Cusimano.
Cusimano.
Is that not his next door neighbor?
Yeah, Cusimano, next door neighbor, yeah.
Janice is his sister.
Yeah, Soprano. I thought it was Janice Soprano, and then I was like, oh my god, the nickname. Oh my god,
it's not Janice. Second, it's not even Soprano.
I know, but like Janice is a nickname to Janice. You know? Isn't it?
Janice. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so like in my mind, oh my god, finding out about the sister. I was very excited.
That would be fun.
And then it's Cusimano. God.
Who gives a fuck about Cusimano?
So excited. Oh my god, now when the song starts.
Calm down.
Jimmy, this answers your concerns?
I think a lot of good drama's coming.
Okay.
Are you the spy?
I guess that's it.
But why
maybe this episode will figure out who the spy is.
Like Pussy ran away.
I don't know, maybe he just got scared. But again, that could contribute to Tony never fully knowing if he was not rat. Even if he wasn't the rat.
But
you're right,
stop
it's him.
Being an informant.
You got mine okay. Make sure you send a message to everybody else.
Well, I guess We're not gonna find out probably.
They're gonna maybe keep us in the dark just like Tony is.
Fucking punk ass pieces of shit. Would you forget our captain? Why don't you call for help in your radio mic, you fucking rat? God, what's the matter? Not wearing one tonight? Nah, he didn't have time to put on anything decent.
Well, he didn't start saying no, it's not me, so...
But like that's why we're not gonna know.
Yeah.
Come on, stop. I want to watch.
Is this my girl?
Meadow. Scandalous.
Having a boyfriend. Oh my god.
Probably nothing.
That's what people always say in these creepy movies.
And the last thing I need is for your parents to come home and your dad sees my Dominican.
I think that's happening right now.
Why would he...
Jesus fuck!
Why would...
I just saw my grandmother go by the window. How'd she get here from her nursing home?
Kiki, tell my sister to open the door.
Grandma, it's me, Anthony Jr.
Well, you got whooping cough. I will never speak another word to you again, Satimia.
Grandma, Aunt Satimia's dead. It's me, Meadow.
Such a brute.
Grandma, it's Meadow, remember?
Wait, what is
Come sit
happening?
down.
Maybe she was really forgetting that Meadow
Make
was...
my sister get out of the house. Of course. He's my grandson.
Is this your house, dear?
I don't think she would be faking
I don't
this, you
think
know what I
she's
mean?
faking
So
this.
like...
But like technically she was.
Dress.
Remember in the first beginning of the season when
Being retested
No, I...
for Alzheimer's.
It's been a long odyssey with your mother, hasn't it?
Oh, these last 500 years just seem to race by.
Isn't it interesting how this memory loss is cropped up right after you failed to be killed in the carjacking?
You don't want to go there.
Maybe you don't want to go there.
What are you talking about?
Well, let's track it. Right around the time of the shooting, you were having hallucinations of that Isabella figure, the protective, loving mother. Your subconscious was shouting something at you.
Yeah.
On the day before the shooting, you said to me that she kept going on and yet again about news stories of mothers throwing their babies out of windows.
I want to put our fucking cards on the table here. What do you think?
I'm
My
burning
mother
down the
tried to have
house.
me whacked because I put her in a nursing home?
In your worst dreams, a duck flies off with your penis. Look, ordinarily a patient is helped to make his own breakthroughs, but your life is in danger, so okay, I'm willing to put the cards on the table. I say what your mother has, at the very least, is what we call borderline personality disorder.
A borderline personality disorder.
These people's internal phobias are the only things that exist to them. The real world, real people are peripheral. These people have no love or compassion. Borderline personalities are very good at splitting behavior, creating bitterness and conflict between others in their circle.
Twisted fucking bitch. That's my mother we're talking about, not some fuck up in Attica stabbed you in the shower. See, we're through, you and I. We're finished. And you're lucky if I don't break your fucking face in 50,000 pieces.
I know Mrs. S since she's always been an individualist, should we say. But she's a real pistol. What a character.
Nothing he's saying is good.
Nothing good.
He's got a lot on his plate.
How is now Tony's relationship with Melfi gonna
I don't know.
continue?
You invited back in, your best friends on table 12.
Martha, I love Camilla like a sister. We just don't want this place to become another mob hangout like the old Vesuvio.
When are you going to get it into your head that a certain amount of that kind of patronage creates buzz?
That kind of buzz we should avoid in droves.
The
Again,
most reasonable
sane
person.
woman. A sane woman.
I better get seated in order.
You know, why don't we stay here? Take a load off.
Yeah, how's the watch fire come?
Oh, it's fantastic. I realized this morning I can set one of the dials to the millennial countdown.
Did you buy him this
I
watch?
haven't done it yet.
Is that Jackie's watch?
Thanks again, Raul.
He's just going from woman to woman. Oh well. The body? Oh, rat.
Mr. Soprano was kind enough to come with us.
Yeah, we tried to wait till my kids got home.
You know Agent Grasso, I believe.
Yeah, how you doing?
Have a seat.
What was that?
You haven't heard what's on the tape.
Well, play it, because I don't give a fuck what's on it.
But we do share some cultural ideas. Religious, culinary, matriarchal. Maybe we can motivate you to testify.
Well, why'd you get the kumquats out of your mouth and get to the fucking point? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Boy, Anthony must have really gotten under your collar. Admit it. You look like a cracker's coyote for putting you in here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I'm playing shortstop for the
Didn't I
Mets.
tell you why wouldn't they bug this place?
He's been seeing one for a while now. God only knows what he says.
You Wyatt Green
Must
Grove.
have really taken me for an idiot.
It was my idea.
I-
Everyone else thought it was a waste of money.
My cousin Kiki, after he had his lobotomy, looked exactly like my son.
Livia.
And he was shell. Bet if Kiki had died, he'd go on living like that. That's what his own mother always used to say.
Talk.
My heart breaks for him.
Talking about meetings.
Well, who, for Christ's sake, Livia?
All of them.
If this is true, Livia, you know what I mean, I'm the boss, for Christ's sake. If I don't act blood or no, I have to.
How did they just go to the next scene?
Mrs. S.
How did they just...
You remember me?
She's like, I don't remember my grandchildren.
Arthur Bugo.
Who the fuck are you?
No,
gonna
Johnny
happen?
was your husband. But you're right about the Little League. That was me and Tony.
Is Tony gonna try to like justify this by the fact that she is like this? You know what I mean? Like she's forgetful
What's the matter with me?
or whatever. Like is he gonna want to...
I don't know.
What is he?
Well, how are you, Arthur?
Never.
And my mind was like, is Tony gonna want to kill her?
I think
Lots
both.
of sun.
I was just like thinking...
How's your mother?
The pillow.
Mom passed away.
And you're about to... I'm joking. I'm shocked, honestly.
I didn't expect this at all.
No.
From my restaurant. I don't know if you remember Vesuvio.
Oh, of course I do. That was way back when your dad had it.
Good for you.
Does she know something
Imagine
about
she
the...
says, oh, yeah,
No, does she know about that at all?
I don't know. She knows that's now we're gonna find out. He's
But,
okay.
I'm so afraid of whatever
you're a
she's...
good boy, Arthur. Come to visit me.
We go back a ways.
After what my son did to you. Oh, how can I...
What is this episode?
Tony,
I can't watch this. I can't watch
what did he do now?
You don't blame him for setting the fire? Well, you're a bigger man than some.
When it rains, it
Well, we
pours.
should all be grateful that nobody was incinerated to death.
When it rains, it fucking pours. What is happening?
What is happening in this episode? What is happening in this
I'm
episode?
gonna pause.
What is
I'm
happening
gonna
in this episode?
I'm gonna pause to take this in.
I can't breathe.
Junior and Mikey, they definitely took out the hit. Start things moving.
Not like we didn't know.
How did you find out for sure? There's no room for interpretation.
Thank you.
Your own uncle. Now let's do it.
Your own mother!
Act normal, plan things out.
What am I?
Can't look at him.
Sleep.
What kind of person can I be where his own mother wants him dead?
That doesn't say anything about you. It says all about her.
Not with you.
Yes.
That woman is a peculiar duck.
That what a way to put it.
Yes, hug him because I can't.
You know, and she's gotten worse with age. You think my mother didn't warn me about her on my wedding night?
Please, don't start with that again.
Both your sisters left New Jersey so young you would have thought there were contracts out on them.
Both your sisters.
Both your sisters.
He has 2 sisters.
You tried to make it work.
They ran away from their mother as they
2
should.
pricks with 9mm. My self-esteem is non-existent right now.
The next time I see her, it's gonna be...
You gotta play the concerned daughter-in-law. You gotta stay even-keeled for the sake of the business.
Fuck the business. And let me tell you something, Tony. Dollars to donuts, this Alzheimer's thing is an act. So you can't be called on a shit.
Oh my god.
Cunnilingus and psychiatry brought us to this.
You had to see a shrink because of the mother you had.
Well, you are first to go.
Tom.
Yes.
Right, relax.
What the fuck you doing here?
Taking the cigars, putting them right in next door.
No shit.
That's a lot of shots. You're angry at the wrong person here.
They're going behind all of them. They're killing all of them. Mikey's next.
Oh my god, his uncle at the end.
Shocking episode.
Whatever I thought it was gonna go, this is now right.
Woman.
What do we do?
Is somebody in front of the door?
I mean, no, he is burying a body right now.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be there. I mean, I don't know. Oh, he's there.
To apologize.
Just wait a minute.
You should not come do this.
Look, I need to talk to you.
This is horrifying.
Do I have your word that I'm in no physical danger?
Sure.
Yes, I am humbled that you would take my word.
Literally.
Yes, you got my word.
I'm sorry, if I was like now when I heard someone asking that, to be like, what the fuck is your address?
Fucking fat.
Girl, that's
See, this is
that is not even sharp.
I take no pleasure in the fact that I was right about your mother. Any dreams since you heard the FBI tapes?
No.
I don't know how she looks.
How is
She's
she
far away.
Yeah.
She has something between them.
Some sex dreams.
Involving?
My neighbor. Jim Cusimano.
Uh-huh.
What we're doing, a doggy stuff.
Is it another Italian dark-haired woman?
That's okay, go on.
And I finish.
This is
and a
also
big
a
ass.
bit weird for me. I don't know.
Look, we don't got time for this shit.
Well, it's interesting that you would say a big ass, because Jean is quite slender.
We got bigger things to talk about than Jim Cusimano's ass.
Like feelings of worthlessness sparked by your mother's plot to have you killed?
One of the reasons that they tried to have me clipped is because I'm seeing a shrink.
You know that patient-doctor conversation is privileged, and I couldn't testify against anybody.
Well, maybe they know that. Either way, they're using it as a fucking excuse.
You never mentioned any of your associates by name. Oh, except for that one fellow, Booty?
Pussy.
Pussy Booty. I don't know his last name. And look, anything.
I thought that was a nickname. I didn't think it was a name.
It is a nickname.
You're in danger.
Get out of here. That's not fair.
Fair? What are you talking about fair? Oh, God's fair. They don't give a shit about fair.
What am I supposed to do?
Leave town. Today. Right now. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get some guys here to stay with you until you get on a plane.
You can't just do that, lamb it. I have a life. I have patience.
But you tell them August came early this year.
It doesn't work that way. I have patients who are suicidal.
Well, they're not gonna feel any better about their life if you get caught.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, look, I know. I'm sorry, okay? And I'll take care of it. And you'll be able to come back.
God, people are gonna get murdered, aren't they?
Oh my god.
Those distractions. You keep your eye on the ball.
She has to call the police for that.
And I know what you're thinking.
You have no idea what I'm thinking.
You're thinking you're gonna go to the cops. But they're not gonna help you because you can't give them anything. Don't be stupid. Even in the short term. Get the fuck out of town.
We're so far, doctor patient.
You've been a good doctor to me. Thank you.
Sweet.
How's your rash?
Oh no!
How the fuck could you put their money?
This is not funny at all. I'm just shocked.
What they do? Do it, 'cause I don't give a fuck anymore. Go ahead.
You took their money.
Restaurant was like my child. So they got in your ear.
3 generations of Bucco sweated over that same stove.
Wait, his mother told him that because she thought Arthur was gonna go kill him? Is that why his mother said that?
My mother?
Oh, don't say she's lying, Tone. Because why would she? Do me the respect of not treating me like a fucking idiot.
Arthur, you're a good guy. Put that fucking thing down.
Grew up
the restaurant, you made me party to a criminal conspiracy. Did you ever stop to think about that?
I don't know what she told you, my mother, of all people.
You hear your uncle's gonna hurt my business by staging a hit in my place, and that's your solution? To burn it down for the insurance money!
Am I that fucking stupid? Really? My mother, God bless her, is going senile, Audie. And you saw her.
I love my new place so much.
He's using the same excuse as Livia is.
And this ruins everything. Tell me, you didn't lay a finger on my place.
I didn't burn down your restaurant. I swear on my mother.
I swear on my mother.
The thing is...
Arthur, this is broad daylight.
The thing is...
Yeah.
I would... the way I believe this guy, even though I know who cares, is it like I'm thinking, are we mistaken to think that
I was like,
he
he's like, I didn't burn it down. I just had other people to burn it down. Poor Arthur.
Poor Arthur, literally. God, what is happening in this episode?
Let's go and get together, for our regular Sunday dinner.
This is literally
This is
Jesus
insanity.
and like
This is insanity.
Last Supper.
Joey, you gotta admit it, Ma. It's a nice nursing unit where they let you be signed out for family occasions.
I don't have to admit anything.
I gotta leave in 10 minutes.
Meadow,
Well, I don't want dessert and I have to study with Hunter.
Is this poor cooked?
Kids are growing up.
if you believe she's going to study, I got a bridge to sell you.
You know, I read last week in the paper about this family in St. Louis Obispo.
Has the mother killed his child?
That whole family died of trichinosis. Came to see me? Where? Where are we talking about? Here?
Is she faking?
The thing is, it could be both. Like, it could be that she actually does have some type of dementia, plus that she wants to hurt Tony.
But like now,
I don't know.
She remember.
Just this recent crisis. Yeah, I'm full of rage, Father. Murderous. Whatever. Urges. I don't just hate this man. I hate all men.
Anyway, she's gonna find out in the course of the investigation.
I didn't go to the insurance company.
Why not?
Why would he?
Legally. What if I'm wrong? I could get hit with a defamation suit.
Arthur, you know what your heart is telling you. I think the only reason you haven't told Charmaine is because you know she'll insist you go to the police immediately. And this will jeopardize your restaurant.
I thought the investigation was closed. And he got the insurance money.
I need to tell you something. And I want you to hear it from me.
Oh, you're going to
Not from some
psychologist.
asshole on the street.
Oh.
About 4 or 5 months ago, I started seeing a psychiatrist. You know, I was passing out and
I was like, we know.
they couldn't find nothing. Well, I'm sure you did it with complete discretion. And speaking for Pussy, if still alive, sure he would agree. Business was not discussed, no names were mentioned. Junior knows. He's decided to use it against me. Ask now, because we're not discussing this again.
I was seeing a therapist myself about a year ago. I had some issues. Enough said. I like some coping skills.
Look, this thing of ours, the way it's going, be better if we could admit to each other these are painful, stressful times. But it'll never fucking happen. What about you? You got a problem with this?
Dangerous down
Checo.
The fresh basil really is.
Don't try it. Don't try it.
Just leave it on the
People
side.
are hungry.
Ah, just leave it on the side. Someone would have picked it up. You can buy a new bowl.
I'll do it however you like. At my other job, the waiters usually do the cocktail solicitation. But if you want, I'll do it as I see them.
Everything is going so good.
About that, are you gonna say? I feel like
You exterminators? I got faith.
I feel so wonderful. We're up and running again.
Oh, you said you had something to tell me.
Doesn't seem like he's gonna talk.
But like, is the investigation over?
I like the boss tools.
Because like then, if it's not, I can understand why they would have to say because they could be implicated into this. But if the investigation is over, they got the money. Just shut up.
And if Chucky calls,
Oh my
you
God.
get his cell phone. You hear me?
Oh.
We're gonna end up dead.
Okay, I think that I heard you already.
Girl, that'll be the last thing you show him.
And that's the last words that he told you. Is that how you stretch?
Yeah, I think it's useless.
That's like warm up. That's the warm up you do.
Well, he doesn't have to be warm to be dead. Not creepy at all. Why the fuck would you go running?
I'd be running. Exactly. I go in.
I don't know how it took him this long. Look at fucking
Chris
Chris.
even runs funny. You know what I mean?
Would they not want silencers potentially? He's fast though. Chris is fast.
Chris is fast.
Motherfucker!
Oh, Aladdin. You killed his friend now.
Please! Fucking poison ivy all over.
It's shocking to me.
Brendan, you shot him in his bathtub naked. No chance to run. No, I swear to God, it wasn't me, it was Junior. You hated that kid, it was him. Mr. Magoo.
Literally, like Junior would do
I cannot
anything.
like it's shocking to me to see people in this business begging for. Oh my God.
I feel like that's more realistic.
Oh my God, they left him. They didn't even shoot him in the head. You know what I mean? They left him to bleed out.
Well, not necessarily. There were like 15 bullets.
I know,
in
but
him.
like
He's not bleeding out and dying.
it can be slower than just in the head.
I mean,
Soprano, FBI.
why is this film like this? What is
I
happening?
don't know. It's so weird.
Are you Lawrence Parisi?
Now they're coming.
Joseph Sasso, you're under arrest.
Junior Soprano, alleged boss of the New Jersey crime family that bears his name, was indicted today on federal racketeering charges.
Talk about fucking timing. He's lucky he's still alive.
Maybe Junior is working with the feds now.
Ailing alleged underboss Joseph
Because he knows he's about to die. And he would go like this to save his own life.
Or just like a
Good
good moment in time.
A legitimate businessman. That prick Altieri gave Marines a shit. They got stuff on me. They got stuff on all of us from the surveillance at the Green Grove. Still don't have a case yet.
An ongoing investigation, the DA said.
They always say that to make it sound good.
Did you bring your wife into things? No. No. Sitting there in the house of God, I realized you can either be a yes person or a no person. A positive ion or a negative ion. I'm not quite sure I get what you're saying. It's just that this woman's always been an odd bird, a sea of negativity. I was angry. Complicated? Yes, he is. A little too comfortable outside the law? Yes, he is. But it would only add to the quotient of sorrow in the world to doubt him, when the source, unfortunately, is a person who rarely has a kind word for anyone. You seem at peace? I am, Father.
Your tenure as boss was a short one.
He seems like the type that will flip. I don't think he would make it in jail.
You can avoid sentencing on these charges if you will testify that, in fact, you were not the boss of North Jersey. That, in fact,
He cannot do. He
He cannot do that.
was and is.
Anything else he can do.
cannot do
This
that.
cannot do.
Facto controls your capos. The backing of two of the New York families communicating through their emissary.
If it was something else.
How long are you gonna keep eating shit? You're 70 years old. How many years you got left?
Say nothing.
My nephew running things? Not that Stearns. Not in this life.
You know, schlep that. You got any more in the car?
How did you get in here?
Liliana, she said to tell you that she left early. So what they're saying on the TV about the storm that's headed this way, huh?
Yeah.
Do you not have a house and do you not know how to make food?
Like why is he in her kitchen? You know what I mean?
No, really. My real concern for Tony.
Father, He doesn't give a flying fuck. You know it and I know it, at least for the foreseeable future.
Then that's even a bigger reason.
He's a sinner, Father. And you come up here and you eat his steaks, and you use his home entertainment center.
Carmela, the DVD is for you.
Really? Even after just last week I told you I'm not a big Renee Zellweger fan.
You did? I don't remember that.
Can't keep
Well,
track.
there's one true thing. Fine. At least admit it. Jesus, you know, I get exactly the same who me shit with Tony. Two I don't need. Has Tony thought about changing? Father, please.
You do think I'm
Good
a
Lord.
schnorrer, don't you?
Camilla is over it.
A parasite.
I think that you like the, I don't even know what to call it, the whiff of sexuality that never goes anyplace.
I have feelings for you, Carmela. I admitted it.
How does Rosalie April fit into your feelings for me?
Oh. So that's it.
But I think you need to look at yourself. Call this an intervention. I think you have this MO where you manipulate spiritually thirsty women, and I think a lot of it is tied up with food somehow, as well as the sexual tension game.
Carmela, just reading people left and right. My girl, you missed a calling. Honestly, like, what is this? Good for you.
Good for you, girl.
Take the DVD.
Just continue.
Take the DVD and go.
I'm scared.
Oh, Mr. Soprano,
I mean, that's
your wife found you good.
Found me? What are you talking about?
You haven't spoken?
No, what's happening with Mom?
Home machine. Your mom's had a stroke.
Fuck.
Stroke.
The news on TV yesterday, it really upset her. Not that it's any of my business. Anyhow, it just happened.
Do you think she's pretending?
I know what you did. The only son. The middle child.
Look, she can't answer you. Her speech center's been affected.
Yeah, my ass. I heard the tapes, Ma. The fucking FBI tapes. Don't tell me you don't know what I'm talking about.
Alonzo, call
Protect
security.
your Uncle June's in jail now. And I got one more little last detail I gotta take care of.
Mr. Soprano!
I'm gonna tell you, I don't die that fucking easy, man. I gotta live a nice, long, happy life, which is what I can say for you.
Alright, that's enough! I tried to do the right thing by you. You trying to be whacked?
She doesn't understand you.
She's smiling. Look at the look on her face. Look at the look on her face. She's smiling. Look at her face. She got a fucking smile on her face. All right, it's enough.
Intro, the full intro. I just like the. She left.
She go vacation.
Just like you went on vacation.
Oh, the music. Oh my god, the storm's here.
Hard.
Molly, thank Christ. Tone, I got no power, no lights. I'm closing as soon as these last few people leave.
Go to Mickey D's, they'll be open.
Yeah, all right, let's go. No! Come on! What are you... Come on!
Get it.
We'll figure out something. Come on.
Hey, look at this.
Hey, what are you doing, Tom?
Let's skip seeing a psychiatrist. How's that sit with your ass?
I usually do sit with my ass. Why don't you sit with yours? Hey, Mike Cooper over here. This bothers you? You saw a fucking psychiatrist.
Not a woman. I can't get past that. It don't compute for me.
You're the one with the fucking issues. Woman issues. What are you getting at, Paulie?
Nothing.
Look, he's gonna be the new boss now. In name, in everything. Wish him buona fortuna.
Holy.
You guys have any...
Holy.
I'd like to propose a toast. Someday soon, you're gonna have families of your own. And if you're lucky, you'll remember the little moments that were good. Cheers.
New Jersey Turnpike, riding on at night, neath the refinery's glow.
Couldn't just let it go.
No.
You could have just...
No, honestly, no. I can't even... My mind doesn't have the capacity. You know what I mean? Like, I want to watch episode 1 season 2. My brain's fried. I actually couldn't.
Hello, guys. This is like 7 days later.
It's not 7 days later. It's like...
It's been
4.
Few days, yes.
4 days later.
Yes.
We could not film the review. Just like 2 main things happened in that episode for us to film the review immediately after that.
And we were kind of tired, especially because we filmed
3 episodes.
3 episodes of that. Like, we were kind of tired. And that's
I was like, I cannot believe I have to hear myself speak again.
We couldn't.
No.
Yeah. And then the next time we filmed, we also didn't film this just because we thought, like, imagine filming this and then not filming the first episode. Like, another, like, what is our prize? You know what I mean? Like, we need...
Like, we're gonna spend time talking about this episode,
and
at the end of it...
What? Stop?
We can't watch 201.
So now we're gonna first do this review, and then afterwards we're gonna watch the first episode of season 2. I cannot believe that we are gonna start
flying
season 2.
Through the show.
Yeah.
Flying.
And we just started on YouTube.
I was gonna say, and apparently we posted it on the day that it would have been the birthday.
What?
Of the main character.
Okay. I thought, like, you know, like somehow, the show came out like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So like I was like,
the anniversary.
Imagine that would be fate. You know what I mean? And also I have edited episode 11 in the meantime.
I have to edit episode 12 still.
Yes. So what now we're gonna
my idea of what happened in which episode is so jumbled up.
Yes.
Because I watched 3 and together. So I don't know what happened in which, but like suddenly everything that I remember being important actually happened in this episode.
Yeah.
So main things to talk about.
Yeah. It just what I wanted to say is that like at the end, few things to mention in episode 11. First, that like I thought if we should talk about Jimmy, that like
the informant Jimmy.
Yeah, no, he died in this episode.
He did
die in this episode. Again, we didn't find out if he's the informant.
Yeah, but I mean, he did not argue against it. And like you said, we were just like talking about it. You said that he was very suspicious.
By editing, I rewatched that scene, and in that scene, he was very like, because like we were talking so much afterwards. How he didn't say anything specific, how he didn't confirm it or something like that. But like in that scene, he was very fucking suspicious.
Yeah.
Like everything he asked, like the way that he looked around himself, like he was basically thinking what to I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
He seemed very suspicious in that scene. So
yeah.
And then they killed him in this episode.
Yeah, I mean, by the way that like they got to him and like he was not shocked, nor was he like trying to argue that it was not him. So like I guess he was the informant.
What about Pussy?
I thought
because Pussy ran away again. He could have run away even if he's not informant. Just because like he knew that they were gonna kill him if they doubt that he's an informant, if they think that he's an informant, like they would kill him. So like he could have, and he knew that like they were not gonna kill his family. Nobody's gonna do that, you know.
I was gonna ask, what is the what are mob rules? Would they go after his family?
Maybe.
You know, like for other shows, I would be like, you have to take your family with you again because like they're gonna kill your family if they can't get to you.
I completely agree. I just think because he knows that like Tony would not hurt his family.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why he would leave his family.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe until the things calm down. I think he's gonna come back in the show, you know?
I think he will.
So like I think that maybe just until the things calm down, he reacted impulsively, he didn't know what to do and he ran away, you know? But like I don't think Tony would ever touch his family.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with that.
If they are that good of friends, you know?
I think I feel like maybe there's some rules against that in the mob. Because like people have told us only made men can kill other made men or whatever. Like if you're made, you're pretty much safe from the other smaller ones, you know, like there's some rules about who can kill who or whatever. So like I wonder, are there rules about family and doing something with that? But yeah, I thought like Pussy he could have just ran away because like, you know, he felt that they were doubting him and maybe would try to unjustifiably kill him. And so he just ran. But like if he comes back, this is what we talked about. Like I think there's always gonna be this cloud of doubt with Tony.
I completely
and
agree.
Pussy.
I mean, I definitely think that he's gonna doubt him, but like I also think that he could potentially doubt other people around him.
Yeah.
Because like he was betrayed by one of his own, and there is another one that like the FBI agent who is not Mackenzie, but like it is something very fucking similar to Mackenzie.
Mikhail, no.
It's very fucking similar.
Okay.
It has Z, I feel like.
McCarthy, no.
No. I thought you read, so that's why.
No, I was like McCarthy,
you're like
the
guessing
president.
now.
I don't know.
So I think because again he did say basically it was pussy. So like I think that's gonna cloud his judgment.
Yeah.
Because again, Jimmy is also very close to him. They call him Uncle Jimmy. His kids are calling him Uncle Jimmy, you know? They're all very, very close. So like I think being betrayed by one of his own, and like also there is a doubt in his mind that like he's also being betrayed by pussy as well. I think that's gonna cloud his judgment.
He was betrayed by his own uncle and mother. Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you cannot trust the people closest to you in your immediate family,
I completely agree.
You're gonna feel like you can't trust anyone. And
I think that's that can really destroy the business. Like that's why I think God knows what can, like it can only go like this from now.
Like I'm just like trying to think like in his own mental state, like that would wear me down. Like not knowing who you can trust, always having to look over your shoulder basically.
Yeah.
Because any day someone can betray you.
Yeah.
And like not only betray you as in going to the police and you getting arrested, but like if he becomes the boss now because like Junior is in jail, and like they mentioned something along the lines like now is his time to like take over or whatever, and I don't know if that's like gonna be season 2 of us maybe establishing who the new boss is. I don't know how this is gonna function now, but like if you are boss, I would keep looking over my shoulders to be like, is someone gonna fucking kill me to take over my position? So I would hate that. And I feel like that could really weigh heavy on him.
I think so as well.
Yeah. So
and
like,
I think it will.
Yeah, because like they also, like we had this last scene. I'm gonna jump around. We had this last scene with Paulie and...
We don't know
we learned it. What was it? Which one is Paulie though? Is Paulie the older one?
The older one, yeah.
Okay. Paulie and the other guy that has like black hair. They were talking about Tony and, you know, combined with everything from therapy. And Paulie is the one that said he went to therapy. He used to go to therapy as well. But when they were discussing Tony there at the end, the other guy across from Paulie was like, yeah, Tony should be boss or whatever. Like he didn't speak in a sense that I felt some type of betrayal, while Paulie said something along the lines of, I have no fucking clue what he said, but like when he said it, it felt like he's gonna go against Tony. Like there's some uncertainty now that he feels within Tony. And I don't know if he like maybe wants this power, now he's using the therapy thing as an excuse to like push him away and try to get that power for himself, or if he like doesn't have faith in Tony. I don't know what it is, but like they made that scene and did something that like I think they're gonna explore now going into season 2 with Paulie's character, where he might be against Tony.
I really have no idea.
I just can't remember exactly what was said. I just remember having a bad vibe from it.
Remember that scene, especially I remember that you also mentioned something during the scene, like...
Did I?
Yes, I'm pretty confident. And that you said something during the scene that like, that like Paul is doing something or something, or thinking of something.
Or he's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, that he's gonna be a problem. I just have no idea. Again, first, like... I think there is so many things that has happened that's gonna make even becoming a boss, that's gonna make Tony not trust people around him.
Yeah.
Like everything that is happening in the last episode. I don't know realistically what could Paulie do. Like, does he wants to be a boss?
I don't
That's the thing. I have never... maybe.
I mean, I didn't get that feeling from any of the guys.
Maybe Chris, you know?
Yeah, but like Chris
is young.
Yeah, and like he loves Tony too much. He just wants to like move up.
No. I thought you just meant I didn't get the feeling that any of them wants to be boss. in the future. Like, I would say Chris.
I mean, sure. Like, I mean,
I never got the feeling that like any of the ones who are next to
No, it
Tony
didn't.
would want like Paulie. He seems like a soldier to me, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
He seems like he is there to do a job. He has been the one who's been killing all of them. You know, like never have crossed my. But like maybe he's now losing faith in Tony. But like who's
that
gonna
could just
replace
be
Tony?
it.
You know
Like,
what I
he
mean?
really could have a thing of like thinking that because he goes to therapy where he speaks to a woman, like he emphasized that because like he went to therapy, he was speaking to a man, I guess. Because he speaks to a woman, like he lost some type of respect for him. I don't know. Maybe he just wants someone else to be boss.
But who?
That could be a thing. I don't like. There is no one that we know of.
No
but,
one
like,
that we know.
I don't know if this world is bigger than just what we see. You know, there's different guys that we just don't see, and maybe we see in this season.
Honestly, because there are some guys, but like we never mentioned them.
Yeah, so like I don't know. It's just, again, the show emphasized something off with Paulie.
Again, it could be to add to the like, if he is suspicious now of Tony or like doesn't have full faith in him or anything, that can just add to Tony's now faith in people around him. Like, who can he trust if, like, let's say Paulie is doubting him, you know, and not doing how Tony thinks they should do. Yeah, you know, millions of things. Like, I think it can just like add to it, even if he doesn't make any move or anything against Tony, which I don't know if he will. You know, I don't think so. At least not immediately.
I don't know. I mean, these are the things that we need to see in the beginning of season 2, how it progresses. The show just like put something there at the end. I just don't know where we're gonna go with it.
But like we had also the scene when he did tell the guys about the therapy where Chris, like the first two reacted very casually in some ways, you know.
I mean, like it felt like, you know, you tell a group of guys some feelings and no one really is used to talking about that, especially in this world. So like they're trying to. It's an awkward situation for all of them. It was so awkward. Like, you don't know. Like, I think even the guy with dark hair, who, whatever his name is, we knew his name, was talking about something like, you know, we should talk about feelings or something, but like that's not gonna happen. Realistically, that's not gonna happen. So like, the whole scene, you know, was, I feel like, very realistic and awkward as to how men in this business would talk about like suffering inside, like having some mental health issues. Yeah, you know, it felt very believable.
Definitely the way that they reacted and all of it. It just like they didn't have big horrible reaction.
No, of course.
It was very like calm, in my opinion, scene, and Chris is the only one who got up and got left. And I don't remember if we saw him. I mean, he was afterwards. He, at least maybe, I don't know when he killed Mike.
I mean, we didn't.
But like he didn't talk about anything.
I mean, that's what I mean. We didn't see him in any capacity to like further, let's say, explain that scene. Even though, like, I think it's. I thought kind of loved his reaction for his character, because like he felt like this kid that looks up to Tony, that also suffers from things, but like he wants to downplay it to himself what he suffers from. And when someone that you look up to also says that they're suffering from something, I think that makes your own suffering more real and something that maybe you should deal with, and you don't want to do that. So like you become disappointed that this guy that you look up to is not this emotionless creature. And so because Tony is not that, then he can't be that.
Especially either. Because he lives in a fantasy, like we said millions of times. He lives in a movie. He thinks Godfather is 100% real, you know? And like he wants to be that big guy, and he saw Tony as that guy. Yeah. Without issues. Without any type of issues. He was a strong man and he didn't talk about it.
Yeah, he saw Tony as that character in movies that I would call shallow, you know, just like a character that's badass for the sake of being badass and there is nothing else to him. Like, I think he wanted to see Tony like that.
Yeah, so now finding out that like Tony's not that Tony has been dealing with his issues, talking to therapists, I think it was a shock to him. let's say. And I could not be more excited to see how he actually deals with those things.
Yeah.
Deals with the knowledge and how he's gonna treat Tony, let's say.
I wonder how that's gonna change his dynamic with Tony, and how that's gonna what that's gonna do to him.
Yeah, of course.
Because I feel like that's gonna affect his mental state as well, and that makes me very excited for his story. So I really loved his reaction, just for all the potential that it has.
Yeah, and it made sense that that was his reaction and anybody else. Especially again, he's very young and he again lives in that fantasy world about mob.
Yeah.
It's makes sense that it was his reaction. I really loved it.
Yeah, I don't know which part of people betraying Tony we can go with, there's a whole portion with Junior, there's a whole portion with Livia, and there's this whole thing with Arthur.
Oh god, this episode was insane.
That's what I mean. I was we were talking about this before. We're just okay, let's remind ourselves what happened in this episode, and then we kept saying things and we were did that happen in this episode?
Yeah.
How many things happened in this episode?
It was literally that. Wasn't that episode 12?
He yelled at Melfi in this episode. I don't understand how they packed this in 50 minutes.
Okay, so when did Junior confront Lydia? I think that was episode 12. He confronted Lydia. That was the end of episode 12.
When Livia was playing dumb?
Yeah.
That might have been episode 12.
I think that was episode 12.
Yeah, because that we were talking about it in the review of episode 12.
Okay. And afterwards, Tony talked to Melfi. That was episode 13, where he talked to Melfi and told her how his mom...
he listened to the tapes. He was brought in by the
That was later.
Okay,
He first went to Melfi and talked to Melfi about how his mom is forgetting things. And that made Melfi come to the conclusion how his mom has potentially been the one who has talked to Junior about.
Melfi voiced, I think, what the entire audience was voicing,
because he almost somebody killed him. Somebody tried to kill him at episode 12. That's happened at the end of episode 12.
Yeah. And how convenient that now Livia is I can't remember. Who is this child here? And how convenient.
And that broke Tony's heart basically in that moment where he got so fucking mad. Just as thinking that his mother could potentially be the one who set this all up.
He had issues throughout this whole season of admitting that his mother was this way, thinking about it, feeling shame for thinking something bad about his mother because that's how he was, let's say, raised. Even though he could look at this situation and be my mother was horrible and unloving and everything else, but
even
he cannot
confront.
Yeah, she said that she has some type of borderline personality disorder, didn't she?
Yeah.
I just wondered because I think she said people with borderline personality disorder, I think she said have no capacity for empathy, or
I think she said empathy.
Yeah, but I don't think that's true for all BPD people. And now I don't know if this is what was taught in the early 2000s, but I know people that have BPD and they are great people, great humans with a lot of capacity for empathy. So I just don't know if, because I thought she was about to diagnose her maybe BPD in combination narcissism plus fucking sociopath, because if you're not feeling empathy, to me that's sociopath. But imagine me telling a fucking psychologist that she's wrong entirely.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I
don't know.
I don't know.
Everything I learned from about
but
those things is
all mental health is a fucking spectrum,
Yeah.
There can be severe cases of BPD that maybe I guess where people lack ability to empathize, and maybe easier cases of BPD where that's not the case. I'm sure there's it's maybe a wide range.
Maybe it's also a combination of some things, and everything. She got that out of everything that Tony has said, what his mother has done in her life, and said in her life, you know.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah, I mean, what
she
like
said that about his mother.
It doesn't really matter what diagnosis she told him, but like, your mother has no fucking capacity to feel.
Yeah.
And that is, from everything we have seen, clear as day. I mean, because like, if you can not love your kid, treat him in the way that you do.
It's fascinating to me. It's just like that, like she wants to hurt his child.
I feel like the two of us, like for the longest time, were like, we've seen how awful that she is. We've seen how awful she treats Tony and makes him feel, but like somehow crossing that line of actually wanting him dead.
Yeah.
Like my mind somehow couldn't cross that bridge. You know, that like it felt so shocking in whatever episode, like it was clear that she was pushing Junior towards that as well. Like it became so shocking that like in those moments you want to think like maybe somehow she doesn't actually think that it's gonna bring about Tony dying, because like it seems so like I cannot comprehend it, you know, like it's almost like your brain wants to find ways around it, that like she would so coldly want her son dead,
even if it's so clear.
Yeah,
because it is so fucking clear.
Yeah,
that like she wants and we have watched every episode that like she's constantly trying to hurt him. She's doing things that like don't benefit her at all and are only hurting him, and she's doing them to hurt him.
Yeah, she's at doing the end, mental abuse
constantly. It's like it's a thin line between that and the wanting him dead, apparently. And she's definitely crossed that line.
Yeah.
It's so fucking fascinating.
It's baffling. Like I just
love also want to say how much I love how this show, at least at this point, is not confirming anything.
Yeah.
It's not confirming who is the rat. Like has not confirmed for 100%. Like we haven't seen a wire on Jimmy or on Pussy or anybody, you know?
Yeah.
It's like as Tony, we have no idea for 100%. We can just like suspect what we
like
think.
When Pussy comes back, I'm gonna be like, I don't know if he's
exactly. We're gonna suspect him just the way that Tony is gonna suspect him, you know. And like also about his mother, like does she have Alzheimer? Is she? Did she not recognize Malfi? Is she? I mean, we now know that she had a stroke, but like those things don't have.
I think she is forgetful in the way that fucking grandmas are gonna be forgetful, like because like she almost burned down her house. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
That's why Tony had to put her in the retirement home or whatever. Like she is in that way forgetful that you would expect from, you know, when you get older, you're gonna leave something on or whatever. But like she is playing up Alzheimer's. Like she is literally playing up. Oh, she's walking to her house. She doesn't recognize the kids. That's like extreme forms of things. So like, I don't believe in any capacity she has that.
Okay,
but like, she could. You know what I mean? Like, if someone now commented saying, I think she does, I can say absolutely nothing.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to say. Is that in my opinion, Shaw has never confirmed that. And Shaw has put things like that for you to not be sure. You can just like believe that she's a horrible human being, but like her being a horrible human being and her having an Alzheimer are not mutually exclusive. You know, like that can.
She can be a horrible human being with Alzheimer's.
Exactly. She did have a stroke. Did she pretend to have a stroke?
I don't think you can
no,
fake that.
She cannot fake to have. She cannot fake to have an Alzheimer, because they can do one CT and some tests and they can realize that she doesn't have an Alzheimer.
Yeah.
You know, like she cannot fake those things.
Yeah.
We don't know, because like it just works perfectly with what she's.
Didn't they say that she after like she walked in that she was getting retested or something for Alzheimer's? So retested. So like if you got tested once, they saw nothing.
Oh, I didn't.
You know what I mean? Like if you get retested.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that Tony wants to have her retested.
Yeah, but like that means that she already had a test, does it not? Like re-examined.
Okay, I thought that she did get that she did confirm. They did confirm Alzheimer's. That Tony wants to have her retested because he doesn't believe it.
Oh,
that's
okay.
how I got it. But like, We know that.
Honestly, that might be. I don't know. I just remember hearing retested, and I don't know like in what capacity. Like, did they think before? Like maybe she was doing this all the time to like get out of things, like just pretending to not. Oh, I'm this senile old woman. They tested it. Came back fine or whatever.
But like, did they test her like 6 months ago? Because tests from 6 months ago and now can be completely different.
I mean, of course, but
because like the disease can advance very
quickly.
But
that's in reality. Yeah. When a show tells you we're retesting, does it want you to think that she was already tested and nothing was wrong? But I don't know if they said it in this way that like they tested her, she has Alzheimer's, and now Tony wants it retested because he doesn't believe it.
Do you remember what happened? No. How was it? Because like I don't remember when retested was said. I remember thinking.
I will see while editing.
Yeah, I just remember thinking that Tony wants to, but like that.
I know.
I have no idea. We're gonna find out something in episode 1. I just know that Tony does not believe that she has Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Like that she is forgetful.
Yeah.
But like again, did she forget the conversation with Archie or?
But like
did she not?
I feel like it would be interesting if she does have Alzheimer's, because like then
I think so.
Let's say you have to give her. I would lose my fucking mind, because like then you would have to give her like some leeway that she might be just like senile or whatever, but at the same time
but like you're giving her leeway that she forget about the conversation with Archie, or that she did forget about Malfi, but at the same time she did say to Junior to kill her child. That Alzheimer will not tell you to do that.
I mean, I don't know, like in the second, if you forget what you were talking about, and like if Junior says, you know what I have to do, like where does her mind go? What do you mean what you have to do? Like, does she know you're in the mob? You know what I mean? Like, how does this work?
No, I don't think Alzheimer's work like that.
Yeah.
You know, she was very present in that moment.
Yeah.
You know, you don't forget the sentence that you said like a second ago.
Yeah.
You don't forget those things in those moments.
No, but I'm saying, like, he says, you know what I have to do. Does she know who that man in front of her is? That's Junior, mob boss, everything, you know?
No, she knew.
Yeah.
She definitely knew in that moment. She was completely present in that moment.
Yeah.
But
like if she does have a diagnosis...
She was completely present in the moment with Archie as well, in my opinion, when she in some ways did tell Archie that to hurt her fucking son again.
Literally.
Like, I think even I don't remember exactly what she said, but like I think she even implied it in a way that like she would want to make Archie kill Tony.
She just said it, and like I'm sure that she doesn't know what Archie is gonna do with this information, but like
I think she wants that.
Yeah, but like I mean she wanted to kill him, but like whatever hurts him, let's do it. Let's fire on all cylinders.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. But like she maybe doesn't know that like Archie she doesn't know for certain that Archie wouldn't be able to do it. That's the thing that she doesn't know for certain. But giving him this kind of information, and in a way, if I remember correctly, because I remember I thought that while she was saying that, because like if she said that to somebody else, I think that somebody else could probably want to hurt Tony.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The way she implied it, I now believe that like that's the reason why she would want to hurt him in any possible way, even if it's killing him. You know? Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, clearly.
I know. I'm really wondering what is happening. Like, does she have Alzheimer's, or if she doesn't? Again, I just think that like show doesn't give you an obvious answer.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna find out. Whichever one it is, it doesn't really change my opinion of her in any point.
No, I'm not. She's a horrible human being with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't negate the things that she has done, and how I believe she was cruel to her son. Since he was a kid. So I mean that just is who she is. But like now she had this stroke. I mean, strokes come in different forms. I don't know how hard this one hit her. Like, is it a smaller stroke? Is it a big stroke? Does she have the capacity to speak? Does she have the capacity to
we're gonna
move? Like these are the things that I don't know at all.
I think it also depends on how big it is and how fast they treat her.
Yeah.
Because like if it's not that big and she's right there, in the hospital. You know,
that
she
is a good
has
outcome.
lived next to the hospital the entire time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that is, they can react faster than like if she was, let's say, living home.
Yeah.
You know, or something like that. But
I love our deep knowledge about strokes because we had grandparents.
Grandparents who had strokes.
Yeah, who had strokes, and so like we know where this goes.
We talk about the things that like doctors have told us. Actually,
this is at least something that we're familiar with.
Yeah. My grandma also had Alzheimer's, so like that.
Yeah.
Again, we're going back and forth because this all started with us talking about Malfi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We came to this because like he was angry because like he reacted badly because Malfi told him that his mother could be the one.
Yeah.
And afterwards, let's just recap the episode. Afterwards, FBI came to
that
Tony.
Was a heartbreaking scene if someone asks me.
agree.
I feel like one of the detectives, I don't know which one it was it Harris, was it the other guy, I don't know, like looked at him as if he felt bad about playing this
I
to
wanted
him.
to cry.
Like that,
my heart broke for him in that moment.
I don't know what you do with that.
Like because like it's horrible that like again we know about his mother as well. It's fucking horrible. But like also another person that was very fucking close to him is Junior. Junior has been a present parent in some ways in his life, in his childhood.
Yeah.
When his mom was, we all know what his mom was, and when his father was very absent in his childhood, and Junior was there teaching him, playing with him and things like that.
Yeah.
And now he's listening to what Junior is saying and how he's preparing to murder him.
Yeah, and like I don't know how he's processing the hit from Junior, considering his mother is pushing Junior towards it, because your mother in that relationship is the dominant one. Like she is the one controlling the strings, and Junior kind of follows. So this is directly coming from your mother.
And we all know how he, again, when you have a parent who is abusive to you, you tend to want to please them, tend to again, Carmela said in one of the previous episodes, you are bigger than God to him, or something like that. You know, the world. I don't know exactly what she said.
Yeah, I mean, you're his mother.
Yeah, you're his, but like the emphasis on that, how important you are to him, and you know that you are hurting him.
Yeah,
you know. So like just hearing something, like we saw his reaction when somebody, Malfi, implied that potentially his mother was, like he pushed her so hard, Malfi was scared for her life.
That was a horrific
like
scene.
Ran to lock the door immediately when he got out.
But again, you don't react that way unless you unless you think it. Yeah. You know, like because if someone confronts you with something that you actually think you want to become,
he knows his mother is horrible.
Yeah, you want to you want to argue against it because you believe it. If you actually didn't believe it, that would not hit you.
Like if somebody said me about my mother, I would be like, oh, you're insane.
I would be like, are you okay? You know, but like if I actually thought my dad...
project things?
Literally, if I thought my dad wanted me dead and someone said that, that would become an argument. Like that would become... Because like then I would become defensive.
Yeah.
And so again,
you cannot accept something like that.
You cannot, and like he has known this from the get-go. Like somewhere deep down, he knows this, and like he resents the part of himself that resents his mother.
Yeah.
Like he cannot accept the fact that he resents his mother, because like that is, he comes from an Italian family. Like they are it's a matriarchy.
Yeah.
You know, like your mother is it for you. It is simply something that like for him it goes against everything, and he cannot accept it. And so like being confronted with this, like black on white, here you are, your mother wants you dead. Like you cannot, there is no mixing up her words. Like you hear her, you see what she says, there is no ifs. She wants you dead, and now you have to deal with this. It was honestly a heartbreaking scene for Tony. That like is gonna, whatever his character becomes, wherever we go next, like that was kind of the breaking point for him, like hearing that, because however much he deep down had that image maybe of his mother, this was confirmation that he didn't want to admit.
Yeah.
And now he can't run away from it.
No.
He later on went basically to kill his mother. Like he fucking took this pillow, and I thought it was funny because like I told him,
yeah,
because
I
was looking
remember.
at her and I was looking at the pillow, I'm like he's gonna fucking take that pillow and smother her, and like he went there, but his mother had a fucking stroke.
But like that conversation between them, only from Tony's side,
that rage.
Yes, but like the look in her face.
That is,
but like again,
that's what I mean. She has a stroke.
So like when
she was,
how much
like
is
she
present?
had this smile.
She had
and
a fucking
I am
smile.
looking at that smile, and I'm like, you are the most evil human.
Yes.
Smiling like this to that, or like this stroke really hit you hard, so like you don't even fucking know what's happening or where you are. Like you're not present, you know. Like, what is that smile?
Exactly. We
like,
don't know.
We don't know.
We are gonna maybe find out soon.
And like, I felt so angry that she had a stroke.
I agree.
That he cannot yell at her everything he's supposed to yell at her.
Yes, I agree. It's like with all this mental problem, it's like she gets a pass.
She gets a pass.
She gets a pass now because she had a stroke, and maybe in the future she's gonna die. You know, and like he is left there, broken, fucking hearted. You know, and like nothing he can do about it.
Yeah, but like again, the thing is, it's always the same thing. Like with your abusers, especially like when they're parents, you want that. Let's say recognition from them, maybe to even like be remorseful about the thing that they have done to you, and they're not gonna be that. No. You're not gonna get that from them. Like that is the hard part of like working through your abuse, that you have to go through it alone, because your abuser is not gonna be the one that's gonna offer any type of solution from that. You have to do it yourself. Like you have to do the heavy part that you were not responsible for yourself.
Yeah.
And you can't even get anything from that person, because like that person at this point is like maybe has Alzheimer's, is senile, doesn't remember, had a stroke. Like what, like it would be so frustrating.
Like he's the one yelling in the hospital, screaming. He's the one
he's
who
like
is
looking crazy
here.
Like screaming at his poor little mother that had a stroke.
Yeah, and we know what she has done to him.
We know how awful she was.
Yeah.
And like that scene was so like brilliant. I really cannot emphasize enough about how great of an actor Tony's actor is.
I agree.
Like
but like the writing,
to play this role.
No, he's perfect for this role.
Like I don't know. Like the writing is insane.
Like I talk to Milica every single day. I tell her, like yesterday I talked to her how Tony's actor, how he's just charming, how he's this. I literally
I feel like I'm becoming annoying.
Yeah.
If I'm with my friends, if someone mentions, oh, I have watched something, like, no, you know what I have watched?
Yeah, you should watch this.
What you should watch. Yes, I have not finished it, but like, you don't understand. Yeah. And like, I feel like people have talked to me about Sopranos in that way, and I was maybe dismissive of it. Yeah. Because like, at some point, I have to be in a certain, not mood to watch shows, but like, I feel like when I was younger, the things like Sopranos would not hit nearly as much as it hits now. Like if I was watching this in high school, I feel like
no, yeah,
I could not appreciate. If I was watching The Wire, if I was watching Breaking Bad in high school, I feel like I would not be able to maybe appreciate some nuances that exist in these shows.
I think we gravitated towards different things that like maybe we still gravitate towards. Like it's not like that. I don't like things that like I have watched back then. Like I adore those things. It's just that like right now this is something that like can hit me much harder than it would have back then. Like the topics that like are in this show,
I agree.
So like I think timing for every show that we have watched has been perfect. So
I mean, imagine watching The Wire in like first grade of high school.
Makes no sense.
What did I fucking know in first grade of high school?
Yeah.
Like
I would not appreciate the topics, anything. I would not appreciate it as much as we did.
What talking about the political systems in America that like repress Black and brown people. when I was 15. I live in Serbia.
Again,
like
that's what I want to say.
Like I had no capacity for that.
And it's not something that like it's in front of our faces.
No.
Or was ever in front of our faces.
No.
Considering that like where we live.
Literally. So if someone asks me, I think it's the perfect time to watch The Sopranos.
I agree.
And now I'm just becoming very annoying to my friends, I feel.
And I don't care.
No, I don't care either because like at some points I'm gonna make them watch.
I agree.
I'm gonna do this so they're gonna thank me.
Yeah, but like I know who to talk to because there are some people that like I don't think would appreciate it.
I mean I have friends that need easy shows.
Yeah,
you know, they just need these shows.
Yes, or more action, more fun shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
just like the things are happening.
Even though I'm having the best fun of my life watching.
I agree,
this,
but like some people I don't think that I know, like you know, like CSI shows where like every episode is like a certain case, and like you can you don't need to like think too much about it.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know what our point was. To continue, I really want to see. Now that we're gonna see season 2, episode 1.
I cannot wait.
What state Livia is gonna be in. I really truly despise this woman. But also I love her.
I agree.
I don't love her in the terms of like.
I love her character.
I think what a brilliant character.
I mean, we talked about that in one of the previous episodes. Again, she's one of my favorite characters.
Definitely.
Because like I'm having so much fun in every scene of hers. Yeah. Like. Either she's a grandma or she is a psychopath.
There is something like, very palpable about her because like I mean I said half the time she reminds me of my grandma. Half the time she reminds me of my grandma. We have to like cut off the bit where she doesn't love her children because like if something my grandma loved us.
Yeah, but like it's like I just know that like in every scene I get more surprised. Like I'm fascinated when she talked to Archie.
Yeah,
I was fascinating. How evil can you be?
That's what I mean. Like we should have gotten used to it.
And then afterwards, you pretend you don't remember. Do you pretend? Are you pretending, or do you not remember? But like, how could you pretend? How can you fake Alzheimer's? Even death is so horrible in my opinion.
And you're faking Alzheimer's because you're pretending and you didn't want your son dead.
What? I cannot. You know what I mean? Like I am surprised in every fucking scene.
She is a fascinating character.
Fucking fascinating.
Like literally, that it's a really a horrible fucking woman, and I hate her. But like I love the character. I love it so much.
Yeah. We also had a lot of again when we are to Archie.
Oh, Archie.
He found out. We thought at the beginning of the season that he's gonna find out. And he did find out that like. Yeah.
I felt very bad about him. I really like Archie. I really think Archie. Is a very decent person that like has, you know, he kind of, I think he looks towards Tony as something to, I'm not gonna say look up to, but like Tony is this, let's say, strong guy or whatever, and he maybe romanticizes that a bit, and like he maybe thinks lower of himself for not being able to do some things that Tony will. Like if something needs solving, Tony is gonna be the one to solve things, you know. And like
we have the thing for confirmation or conversation, doesn't matter. When it was about the teacher, and I mean the coach, who was sleeping with a kid, and he talked about how if he was only stronger or braver, he would kill him.
Yeah.
And then his wife told him that that's not strong or brave to kill a person, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I think so as well. I think he sees Tony in that light and he romanticizes what he is doing.
And that just comes from Archie's insecurities about himself, you know? Like, you know, maybe he tries to provide and, like, maybe he is not earning God knows how much and wants to provide more and more and whatever. And so, like, it's an understandable point of view where he comes from, you know. So like he feels like their whole family just feels very human and down to earth and very like relatable in this world.
Definitely.
And so like it really it broke my heart for him to learn about this betrayal that came from his friend. I love their conversation. I mean, when he came with a fucking shotgun or whatever, he's not gonna shoot. He's not that guy.
But like that also a bit broke my heart
Yeah.
because like that is his best friend. They have known each other since they were kids.
Yeah.
You know, like he has known his mother since they were kids, and yet he's pointing the guy who did not kill anybody, who hasn't hurt anybody in that way, is pointing a shotgun at his best friend.
Yeah.
Like that was like, you can imagine how hurt he was to find out something like that from Tony. That like Tony has done. And Tony has swore that like...
I mean, like, he did not lie. He's like, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Well, sure, you didn't do it physically.
Yeah.
Like, did you order it done? Clarify this. But like when he said, I swear on my mother. Oh.
Yeah.
When he said that, and we know what point he is at, he wants his mother fucking dead.
Yeah.
I swear on my mother. My God. Like that.
No worries, honestly.
Again, Tony was trying to help his friend, but like what a fucked up way to do this.
I mean, in his way.
Yeah,
like, it's not unusual. That's makes the way sense.
Yeah, that's the way that he solves things.
Yes.
Like that's his fucked up way of
but
love.
Like that's why Archie should not. That is what Tony is doing. That's who he is. That's how he solves things.
That's why your wife doesn't want you near him.
But like that is not brave or strong or anything. You know.
And so like I mean I agree with you. I just like that's why like I really like Archie's character, and I would like him to.
I'm wondering where they're gonna end up.
Leave that idea of that Tony is this guy, you know, and that Archie is not this guy, because
I'm wondering
like you
if his perspective is gonna change now.
Yeah, I don't know, because like he decided to go down the route of ignorance is bliss. Because Tony said it's not me. He went to speak to the father, like clearly having doubts about what he should do. And like, I don't understand if the arson investigation is over, because if it's over and he was paid out, no one's gonna know. So like, there is technically no point of you going to the police because no one's gonna find out anything. But if the investigation for arson is still going on, then I understand you wanting to go to the police, because like if they discover something was set aflame, this is like an insurance scam and you're gonna be the one to end up in jail, they understand you wanting to go to jail, wanting to go to the police to like talk about this. If the investigation is over and like you see your wife being like,
I think
everything is
over,
good, yeah.
I mean, he got the money and he opened up a different restaurant. They're succeeding at this point, you know?
Yeah.
But like she said that like she doesn't want this place to be like the previous place, meaning that like everybody from mob is gathering there, you know, and things like that. And the last scene is basically when it's storm, it's all of them, every single like from Scott to Adriana to like the whole Sopranos family.
You just said Scott with such confidence. His name is Chris.
They say Scott because I talked about him in the episode.
And you said Scott?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I thought.
If you did, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, okay.
If she said Scott, just know if she means Chris, at this point.
Chris, Adriana, like all of them, Paulie, every single one of them had their table and they were at the restaurant. Gathered.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult to...
And he accepted it. But like again, I think at that point he accepted it because like it benefits him and his family.
Yeah.
And like his wife was very happy and it's working and like
it's easier to
he just it makes sense to me.
It's easier to accept that your friend is like, let's say, telling the truth that he didn't do this. Like you're gonna choose to believe, okay, he didn't do this, even though deep down you know that he did do
That's
this.
what I want to say. I wonder if we're gonna see the change in his behavior or opinions towards Tony. That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know. That's also like a storyline that I am excited about, because like he really is just a normal, decent guy with a decent family, that is not a part of this business, and I don't want him to get like corrupted in any way by Tony, and so like I would want him to move away from that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, but that's very. I'm very curious about that.
Well, I think we have talked long.
I mean, and I feel like we have said nothing somehow.
I feel like we have talked long, and like again, imagine not playing episode 201 now.
See what I mean?
So
how the fuck?
This was good on our part. I feel like we made the right decision, and now we're gonna watch first episode of season 2.
Yes, because we kept talking about so excited for this, and like I'm supposed to not play this.
Exactly. So
but now we're gonna see this.
Okay, guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.